Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've been absent for a while and I keep apologising for being absent on my Instagram, and I'm really sorry. As you can see, I look a little bit rough. I have been on a roller coaster of the last few months, and I know a lot of my videos have been gastro related, and this one's not going to be any different because that's mainly my main issue at the minute. I've been, obviously, as you already know, if you've watched my previous videos, I have been having gastro issues since February. And over the last 4 months, 3 to 4 months, I have not been able to eat much at all. I've been trying to eat foods after giving my stomach a rest all week. So I'll give my stomach a rest all week where I'll just eat crackers, and then on a Saturday or a Sunday I will try and eat something else like mashed potatoes or vegetables or something, mainly to try and get some nutrition into me to try and keep me out of hospital. I've had 4 to sip drinks, but then they make my acid worse. And I still carry them around in my bag with me in case I start feeling sick or something while I'm out, just so I've got something to keep my blood sugar up or something. But over the last few months, I've tried different medications for my gastro issues. And every single one of them I've tried has either caused more of a side effect or more of a problem with a condition I already have. So, for example, it'll either cause serious IBS flares to the point where I have no energy left by the time I've finished, or it will cause a heart issue, or it'll just cause more pain in general or back me up. And that's not what you want from a medication. Like, the medications are there to help try and move things along in your digestive tract, and mine seems to slow everything back down or cause my heart to kick off. If I have a laxative medication, it tends to cause a severe IBS flare. And because obviously there's nothing in my stomach, that tablet is basically just dissolving, goes straight into my intestine, and then basically just I'm running to the bathroom. So at the minute I'm on 6 tablets a day of a medicine called colosto gel. That is a medication that is normally given to people with high cholesterol. I don't have high cholesterol, but it's also given to people who have had colostectomies, so people who've had their gallbladder removed, because they could have a reduction or an increase, I can't remember which, in bile production, which can inevitably cause bowel issues. It would usually speed your bowel up, and my doctor has misunderstood me yet again, and basically thinks that I'm going to the bathroom 3 to 4 times a day, every day, which is wrong. I'm not. And he, even though my stools are on a normal stool, they're not like diarrhea or anything like that. He is trying me on these medications just in case it helps. I've been on the medication now for 3 days, and it's done nothing but cause more pain. So I can play around with this medication. I can take 1 tablet 3 times a day instead of 2 tablets 3 times a day. And I think I might reduce them to 1 tablet 3 times a day, just because the 2 tablets 3 times a day is actually causing more of a painful issue. And it's not just causing pain in my stomach now, it's causing pain in my bowels as well, which is not good. So I'm going to give it a fair whack. I'm going to try and see whether it helps. If it doesn't, then we have one more thing that we can try, which is a prokinetic medication called prucalopride. I've already tried metoclopramide and that didn't work. That just caused more issues. So prucalopride I've got to try next. It is a laxative medication, but it does come with an amber warning for people with heart issues. So I'm a little bit reluctant to try it. I'm already getting palpitations and stuff from the colosto gel. So I'm feeling really lethargic all the time. I just don't know whether it's because I'm just taking too many tablets in such a short space of time. And I've tried probably 4 to 5 different medications over the past 4 months. And it's just, I think my body's just fed up. As these tablets are causing more pain, so I apologise that I've been absent. However, if this medication doesn't work and then the prucalopride doesn't work, then he is also going to speak to a new doctor for me who specialises with people with EDS and also people who have gastric issues. He's also finally, and I'm so happy about this, finally sending me for a gastric emptying study. I'm not looking forward to eating the egg and bread because obviously I have trouble swallowing it. But I'm going to do my best because I would rather have that than eat porridge, because I'm not big on porridge. And I'm going to see whether my stomach is very delayed or not. They already know that it is delayed from the barium swallow that I had. And they already know that I have esophageal dysmotility because of that as well. So we'll just have to see how it is with the gastric emptying study. I have a feeling that once that other medication has been tried, if this one doesn't work, that on my gastro side point of view, there's not really much else he can do on his side of things, because he's only limited on what he can offer at the hospital that he's at. So I think this new doctor will probably stay, or we'll see what happens with the gastric emptying study. We'll see what happens with the manometry, breath test and pH studies that she's due to have. And we see what happens. Get the results of them, and then he'll probably ask to see me himself rather than my old gastro doctor. And I'm really hoping that he does, because every single time that I speak to my current gastro doctor, he doesn't want to hear what I'm saying. He doesn't want to listen. Like, my doctors have tried to get me off the routine list and expedite my pH, my manometry and my breath test studies, and get me onto the urgent list twice now. And even though he knows this and it's on the system, he has just written a letter to my doctors asking them to expedite me to get these tests done as soon as possible. And I'm sitting there going, they have done twice and you've ignored it. So this is how well my gastric doctor listens and pays attention, because it's written on the system that my doctors have expedited twice and he's paid no attention to that due to COVID. So he's now demanded my doctor to send a letter to try and get me expedited off the routine list back onto the urgent list, just to get these tests done as soon as possible. And my doctors have already done it twice. So that just goes to show you how much he actually pays attention and listens. So I am a little bit annoyed at that. And obviously he's written on my letter with to do with this medication that I'm currently on, that I'm going to the bathroom for a bowel movement 4 times a day, every single day. And what I actually told him was that I go for a bowel movement roughly like once every day. If not, some days I can go 2 or 3 times a day, and then I'll have a 48-hour break before I'll go again. And he has completely ignored what I said and wrote down on the paperwork that I'm going 3 to 4 times a day, every day, which is false information. But he has a lot of patients to see, and sometimes he might get mugged up. I don't know. But either way, he's not really listening to what I have to say. And if he does listen, he's basically getting half the story and then writing down what he feels like. And it is starting to get on my nerves a little bit, because I've written 1,000 paperworks down for him to when I go to appointments, I write down what I want to say and what needs to be said. And I know what I've already told him because I've written it down previous, and he will tell me that I have not said that, or we've not talked about this. And I've gone, yes, we have. And I have my carer with me, which is my brother. I have my carer with me all the time at my gastric appointments. I've started taking my brother with me as of last year. And he stated about feeding tubes, and the last appointment I had with him, which was before he phoned me up a couple of weeks ago, he basically stated that he hadn't mentioned feeding tubes to me. And me and my brother both looked at him and was like, yeah, you did. Because my brother was with me on my last appointment before that. And I had to double check with my brother when we left, like, did he just mention feeding tubes to me? And he was like, yeah, he did. And I was like, okay, so now we're going down that route. And when I asked him about, like, on my last appointment, I asked him what he meant by more invasive procedures. And he said, oh, you know, I just said that you needed to lose weight before you have your manometry and your pH study and this, that, and the other. And I was like, I've had endoscopies before and I've been bigger than what I am now. And you're telling me I need to lose weight to have a tube up my nose. What the hell? Like, I'm not even being sedated. What are you talking about? So I don't really know what he's on about. I think he's looking down the feeding tube route, but he obviously doesn't want to start panicking me. He's told me that a feeding tube, like a gastric tube or an ND tube, is not going to work because it'd be like me taking it orally, but he hasn't dismissed completely an NJ or a J tube. So we're waiting to see what happens. I will keep you guys posted. But this is a quick update and an apology for being absent or being a little bit late with this video. I typically try and do a video at least once every month. So I apologize if this is a little bit later, but I have been going through a lot. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching. I really, really appreciate your support. Any newcomers or any new subscribers, please welcome. Thank you for my, can't talk. Welcome to my channel and thank you for your support is what I meant to say. And I really, really hope you enjoy following my journey. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done already. And I'll be back on soon, hopefully with a good update rather than, you know, something else. And I will hopefully try and do a video about something else other than gastric issues on my next video. So thank you very much for watching and take care, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.